Periodic table chapter, no? Let me share it. Come. Yes. So periodic table, the layout of the periodic table I'm showing first. Then what is there in your books, chapters, beginning page, previous page, you can see this. Yes or no, Jilan? Yes. Periodic table ka layout you can see. So whenever you read, you go through what is there in the periodic table. Whatever you are reading, where, what is in the periodic table, you have to look at up. Okay? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, come on. So modern periodic table has total 7 periods. Which are the periods? Horizontal rows. Basically, what you need to know are horizontal rows. It has 7 horizontal rows. E of the period, horizontal row. So in the first period, we have only hydrogen and helium. Okay. What is there in your syllabus at the end? I'm just showing you. In your syllabus, what you have to learn is elements from 1 till 20. Which are 1 to 20? In the order as they are appearing here. In the order as they are appearing का मतलब हाइड्रोजन कहाँ पर है? फर्स्ट पीरियड and first group में उसको location by means of its position in the period and group of that particular element. Okay, hydrogen, this is helium. So what is the location of helium? First period, 18th group or 0 group. This is what is the group number. What you see on the top, that is vertically down, they are called groups. Horizontally placed are the periods. This is the fundamental thing. Of course, you know about it. I'm making it thorough. You should not be interchanging with them. Okay, so hydrogen, helium, then coming to lithium. Second period, first element, lithium, beryllium. This is boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. So 2 periods khatam ho gaya. We are coming to third period, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, and argon. Argon 288 is the configuration. So each of them till 18 coming to 19 and 20. E 20 elements in this order, in this layout, you have to learn. That is the first thing. Okay, if I say sulfur is placed in the periodic table or sulfur is placed surrounded by 4 elements, something like that, बोलने से उसका position समझ आना है. Surrounded means above, below, left and right है मतलब. Certain questions are set like that based on the position of elements in the periodic table. So ये position, this is the first thing you to learn. Elements 1 to 20, instead of writing 1, 2, 3, 4 in a stretch to learn, ये periodic table का part को learn करना है, 1 to 20 का part. Got it. Second thing what you have to learn as per the syllabus, board syllabus, is group 1 elements. अभी तुमने पढ़ा था alkali metals वगैरह करके. Except hydrogen, rest all are metals. So they are called alkali metals. This you have to learn. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. In this, we can see symbols, but you have to say the names. So these are the alkali metals. Reason, they form strong alkalis when react with water. Sodium plus water, we will get sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. Okay, so they are strong alkalis. They produce strong alkalis. So they are known as alkali metals. But hydrogen is an exemption. It's not a metal. Still, hydrogen is placed with them because like them, the electronic configuration, the valence electronic configuration is same as that of alkali metals. Hydrogen is 1, lithium is 2, 1, sodium is 281. तो इन सब के 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन वैलेंस शेल में, इसलिए हाइड्रोजन को प्लेस किया. बट हाइड्रोजन इज नॉट अ मेटल. व्हेन यू आर आस्क्ड टू राइट व्हाट आर अल्कली मेटल्स, डोंट राइट हाइड्रोजन, उसको छोड़ के बाकी सारे. गॉट इट. थर्ड थिंग टू अब आपने नोट करना है, ठीक है. थर्ड थिंग टू नोट आर एलिमेंट्स इन द ग्रुप 2. Group 2 or 2A, what I'm calling this one. They are known as, what is the name? Alkaline earth metals. Again, what are they? Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, and radium. Yes, alkaline earth metals in the order as they are appearing in the periodic table as group 2, or we can say Roman numeral pe we can say 2A elements. This also is exactly as per the board syllabus. You are supposed to know based on their position and based on their location in the periodic table, you may get questions. Okay. Now, what all I said, elements from 1 to 20. First group elements, Exit hydrogen, they are alkali metals. Second group elements, alkaline earth metals. Coming to 17th group or group 17A. What are they? Halogens, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, and tennessine. Yes, these are halogens. Halo means salt, gen means generating, forming, salt forming. Children, are ordinary common salt जो आप लेते हो, खाने पे लेते हो, that is sodium chloride, एक chloride of metal है. ठीक है. So initially people saw that the ordinary salt they are using उसमें क्लोरीन है, तो उन्होंने देखा और भी such salts, mainly what are soluble salts जो देखे हैं उनके टाइम पे, उन सब में जिसका salty taste था, when they called it as salt, and they all were mostly made from these 17th group elements, so they called it as halogens. And fifth thing to learn is elements of group 18, which is also called group 0. What are they? Helium, neon, argon, बोलो बच्चे, krypton, xenon, radon, and oxygen. In all these, one exemption we can give. In all of them means in all of them. This francium, this radium, this tennessine, and this tennessine and this oxygen. These are radioactive. तो उनको ये लिस्ट में इंक्लूड ना भी करे तो चलेगा. We are going for the chemistry only. Chemistry means chemical reactions with them, the properties and all can be studied if they are not radioactive, because radioactive materials cannot be studied in laboratory with ease. So इनका exemption दिया. So whenever you are asked which is the largest element in the periodic table, आपको जबकि francium बोलना था, you have to say up to cesium. I hope you understand. So the last one, 7th period में जो elements है, most of them are radioactive. So उनका chemistry is not studied much. So in chemistry chapters, we don't want them to be included. Okay, that is an exemption for you. It is given in your class 10 syllabus. The okay, so now the location we were discussing of lanthanides and actinides, where lanthanides are placed. Because this is 6th period, so along the 6th period जाते जाते ये third B group में आ जाओ, third group या third B group में आ जाओ, you get lanthanum. उसके followed next 14 elements, they are placed below the periodic table in order not to affect the position in the sense ki what is called, if these 14 are placed along with this lanthanum here, then the periodic table may have to be cut apart and to be placed 14 more places there insert karna padta tha. Then our periodic table would not be fitting into this. It will be a very big, or we say very wide table. Then study will be difficult. So for the time being, an understanding is made. Lanthanum followed by the cerium, promethium, neodymium, praseodymium, samarium. Chalo, names you need not to learn, but I know, so I'm just saying till lutetium. Lutetium is 71. तो 57 से लेके 71 तक जो total 15 elements, lanthanum and the following 14 elements have very similar properties. तो lanthanum ही समझ लो, उसके प्रॉपर्टी से 99.9% प्रॉपर्टी से रिसेंबल करता है. So they can be collected as if one type or one group. So they are placed in order not to affect the structure of the periodic table, and convenient understanding, visibility for the rest of the elements को करने के लिए it is placed at the bottom. Yes or no? So where are lanthanides placed? अगर पूछेंगे तो उसका location 6th period and 3rd B group. So in 6th period, group 3rd B, lanthanum followed by 14 elements. They are placed below. The lanthanum is there, and just to represent all of them, and the rest of the 14 are placed below. Is that clear? This is lanthanides. Coming to actinides, same is the way. 7th period, same group 3rd B, a set of another 14 elements are placed, which resemble to that of actinium. Is that clear? They are they are called actinides. Yes, children. So this is basic layout and understanding about the elements in them. Now, based on its knowledge, children, you may be asked questions, name the element in third period and fourth group. When they say fourth A group. If it is B, you may be specially asked. Usually B groups are the transition elements. This one, B groups. We can see the grouping 3B, 4B, 5B, 6B, 7B, 8B, 8 ka B hai, nahi hai, 8, 1B, 2B. So these are having the B groups that are transition metals. Is that clear? Now, except this transition and this lanthanides and actinides, and this one, they are called, इसको भी छोड़ के बाकियों को बोलते हैं representative elements. So what are representative elements? Group 1, group 2, group 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are called representative elements. Group 3 to 12, ये वाली 3 to 12, 3B to 1B to 3B, जो भी 1B to 8, ये in between जो है, they are called transition elements. These ones noble gases. Understanding or not? But when you have to repeatedly, as and how when you get time or a reference is there in a question, look into the periodic table and be familiarized with elements and their position in the periodic table. Out of which, in class 10, we cannot give all 118 elements you to learn. So, some specific elements जो आपको learn करने के लिए वो दिया है. Elements up to 20. Group 1 elements, group 2 elements, group 17 elements and group 18 elements. Group wise, row wise, आपको first 3 period and 4th period का potassium and calcium तक. Till here it's okay till end. Because many questions will be based on the position. So moving further, elements in the periodic table are classified into 4 categories. Just now in the periodic table itself I had shown you children. What are they? Metals, metalloids, non-metals, and inert gases. Yes, children? Where are metals? Where are non-metals? Where are inert gases? I'm giving a categorization. Can you see the elements that are written in gray color, labeled in gray color? Yes. Gray color में जो shown है देखो. Yeah, this one. Boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium, and polonium. ये जो elements है, they are the metalloids. This gives the barrier between metals and non-metals. Basically, understand. Diagonally place these elements. They are metalloids. Metalloids means the elements that are having properties of both metals and non-metals. इसका metals की property भी होगा, and also it will have non-metals property also. Understand? तो इनके right side में जो दिख रहा है, they are non-metals. For example, carbon is a non-metal, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, selenium, bromine, iodine, astatine, these are non-metals. Do you understand? उनकी जो लेफ्ट साइड में दिख रहा है, दे आर मेटल्स. उसमें एक बटे नॉन मेटल्स में ये हाइड्रोजन भी हो गया था. हाइड्रोजन ऑल्सो नॉन मेटल है, वो एग्जेप्शन है. ओके, ये मेटलॉइड्स के टुवर्ड्स लेफ्ट में जितने भी दिख रहे, सपोज यू आर ड्रॉइंग सपोज यू आर ड्रॉइंग अ डायगोनल दिस वे. इसके लेफ्ट में जितने भी हो, लेफ्ट साइड में जितने भी हो, दे ऑल आर मेटल्स. Except hydrogen. Hydrogen goes along with non-metals. इसके लेफ्ट साइड में जितने भी है वो सारे metals है. Do you understand? So nearly 85 of them are metals. ठीक है? And non-metals are very few which you can count and say carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. This is very few only we can. Yes. One thing you notice here, children. Let us take second period. Period means horizontal. Second period, beryllium is a metal, sorry, lithium is a metal, beryllium is a metal. फिर क्या बना? मेटलॉइड, फिर नॉन मेटल. तो किसी भी पीरियड में आप लेके देखो, इट स्टार्ट्स विथ अ मेटल, जाते 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 ये मेटलॉइड बनेगा, फिर आगे जाके नॉन मेटल बनेगा. यही फीचर यूज है. व्हाट डज इट मीन? मेटालिक कैरेक्टर कीप्स ऑन डिक्रीजिंग and instead the non-metallic character is increasing. Suppose Let us take sodium. Sodium metal है, you know. Suppose इसका 90% मेटेलिक कैरेक्टर है, तो इसके अंदर 10% नॉन मेटेलिक कैरेक्टर है. आगे जाके मैग्नीशियम को 90 की जगह ये 80 मेटेलिक कैरेक्टर बना, तो 20 नॉन मेटेलिक बने. अंडरस्टैंड? आगे जाके अल्यूमिनियम, फॉर एग्जाम्पल हम सेइंग ये इसमें मेटेलिक कैरेक्टर और कम होके 70% कैरेक्टर मेटेलिक है, तो 30% इसका नॉन मेटेलिक है. इसीलिए तो अल्यूमिनियम एम्फोटेरिक ऑक्साइड बनाते हैं. ओके, आगे जाके सिलिकॉन है, इसको ऑलमोस्ट 50-50 बना, 50 मेटेलिक एंड 50% नॉन मेटेलिक कैरेक्टर, इसीलिए इसको मेटलोइड बोलते हैं, हैविंग द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मेटल्स एज वेल एज दैट ऑफ नॉन मेटल्स. अंडरस्टैंडिंग? फिर आगे जाएंगे तो मेटेलिक फिर से कम होएगा, सो मे बी सम 30% मेटेलिक, तो 70% ये शो हो रहा है नॉन मेटालिक. आगे समझ? So what you need to understand, metallic character decreases along a period, means instead non-metallic character is increasing. Can you get the idea, children? Clear hai? So in class 9 you studied that the trends in properties. उसमें metallic character you studied, metallic character decreases from left to right in the periodic table. फिर उसके रीजन वगैरह दिस ईयर वी आर रिपीटिंग. तो ये पीरियोडिक टेबल में से आप इसको समझ लो, इसका लेआउट से समझ लो. आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट यू शुड गेट a bigger periodic sized periodic table chart and display at your room, study room, so that here and there while moving even आप उसको देख के उसके कलर्स आप देखोगे, उसमें भी as a colors they are distinguished. Yes or no? So look at them and that picture will be staying in your brain. And from there you will be able to answer many questions. Is that clear? ठीक है. And actually book shops में available है. If not order करो bigger table, इतना size का, at least इसका 3/4 size का, chart paper size का कम से कम you should get a periodic table. Yes, Ellen? Okay, so based on that you may get questions of this kind, I mean to say. So I've shown you the categorization of 4 types of elements. Out of this 118 they are classified, some are metals, some are non-metals, some are metalloids, and the inert gases. So 4 categories of elements we are giving. Is this classification clear? Okay, now modern periodic table, it has got 7 periods and 18 groups. Groups are the vertical columns. Okay. Yes. This is salient features. Summary of the periodic table. There are 18 vertical columns that are called groups, 7 horizontal rows that are called periods. First period has only 2 elements, so is known as the shortest period. The shortest, आपको as a question आएगा, name the shortest period. It is period number 1. How many elements are there in the shortest period? 2 elements. So this way indirect questions आ जाएगा. Then group period 2 and 3. Remember period 2 and 3 means जो कहाँ से शुरू होते हैं period 2? लिथियम से. 3 कहाँ से शुरू होता है? सोडियम से. 2 was right. Okay. So period 2 and period 3 they have 8 elements each. You may be asked questions, name the elements in period 2. Can anyone say elements in period 2 without seeing?
Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen.
Lithium, beryllium, boron,
carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon.
Correct. Period 2 is that. You should learn that. Period 2.
And potassium, calcium.
वो period 4 मैंने अभी period 2 पूछा. अभी period 3. Can you? Anyone? Period 3 अब बुक में देखो, period टेबल में देखो पिक्चर. Period 3 starts from sodium. बच्चे until you learn this possible ही नहीं है आगे move होना. I can teach and finish because I know. You will not understand because you don't know. Please follow that. Period wise, period 1, period 2, period 3 complete learn करो. वो हमारा first 20 में है ही ना. Period 3 is up to 18. Period 4 is क्या? Starting with potassium and calcium. वहां तक syllabus में है. तो period wise भी you want to learn this way. Yes or no? Coming to period 4 and 5, they have 18 elements. क्योंकि उसमें transition element include हो जाते हैं another 10. तो 8 के जगह 10 more include होके 18 elements होगा. They are known as long periods. देखो shortest period 1, short periods period 2 and 3, long periods period 4 and 5. Now coming to period 6 जिसमें लैंथेनाइड्स भी प्लेस्ड है, ये 18 के साथ एक 14 और ऐड हो गया, तो इट हैज बिकम 32 elements. Understanding? Lanthanides are the parts of sixth period, no? So for 32 elements, it's the longest period, and this was known as longest period till few years. जब seventh period was not completed, but now that also is completed. So 6 and 7 together, they both have 32 elements. They both are called longest period. Is that okay? So this classification, categorization also you need, but in the book it's written everything. So these are necessary. So I'm not making you write, but you may be put up with questions. Is that okay? Tick onto the book, not in my book. Tick the book, the salient features of periodic table, these shortest period elements, all these and that are written. Please do learn them. Questions when comes, you will be able to answer. Now, next to learn alkali metals. alkali metals group 1A, हाइड्रोजन को मैंने अभी हेडिंग लिखा 1A elements. Group 1A elements except hydrogen, they are known as alkali metals. Group 1A बोलोगे तो hydrogen is included. This is one thing, hydrogen element. 1 is the atomic number. In K shell, it has 1 electron. Have you seen? This is most important in this chapter. Based on this सारी properties आ जाता है. So I want you children note down please. Group 1A elements. Group 1A elements. In this order, note down करो. Except hydrogen, they are known as, except hydrogen, group 1A elements are known as alkali metals because they form strong alkalis when react with water. Now, hold on, let me just show you what I have to show. Hydrogen has got 1 atomic number, so K shell में 1 electron होगा. Down to that, period 2 में lithium is coming, इसकी atomic number 3 होगा. 3 means distributed into 2 shells, 2 and 1. K shell and L shell में आएगा. Because the first shell cannot have more than 2 electrons, so third one तो जाना ही next shell में. Sodium total 11 electrons है, इसकी atomic number 11 है, तो first shell में 2, second shell में 8 से ज्यादा नहीं हो सकता, वो भी fill हो गया, तो third shell में 1. Then potassium 2881, rubidium 2888, 281881, 28181881, 281830 to 1881. So this way we are having elements there, electronic configuration in a particular group, the elements when it comes, if you observe children, you can see they all have the same number of electrons in the valence shell. Iska valence shell mein 1, iska 1, all of them have 1 electron in the valence shell, you will see. Because of which, इनका number of shells also as they move down, हाइड्रोजन से लिथियम तक आओगे तो एक शेल बढ़ता है, लिथियम से सोडियम पे आएंगे तो एक और शेल बढ़ेगा, and valence shell में number of electron remain the same होगा. Do you understand? So because of this only, since they all have only 1 electron in the valence shell, they resemble to each other. इसका similarity in properties is because of that. But similarity in property we say, वो property में भी थोड़ा थोड़ा variation है तो similar property, but थोड़ा varying properties है, थोड़ा आगे पीछे होता रहता है. That is due to इसका size. देखो shell increase हो ही जा रहा है. हाइड्रोजन के केस में एक ही शेल था, लिथियम एक और शेल है, सोडियम 3 शेल है, तो वैलेंस शेल दूर दूर हो ही जा रहे हैं, वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का कंट्रोल बाय द न्यूक्लियस कम होते जाएंगे, सो वो इजीली निकल जाएगा, तो उसका रिएक्टिविटी ज्यादा होता रहेगा. जैसे एज वी मूव फ्रॉम टॉप टू बॉटम, दे रिएक्टिविटी विल बिकम more and more as the valence electron go farther and farther. Understanding? Clear है ना? So electronic configuration this way लिख लो. Elements and their electronic configuration, please. As I said, Francian का लिखना नहीं है till CCM, right? Name, symbolic representation with atomic number at the lower side, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q in the shells this way. Have you completed?
Yes. और हमने 2, 8, 18 और 32 बोलेंगे नहीं जब हमने सीसीएम में आके 2, 8, 18, 18, 81 कर दिया ना तो 2, 8, 18, 32
वो +1 में पढ़ोगे उसका रीजन. ठीक है, ये इसी ऑर्डर में ये written. Okay, because our tensing properties ये structure के based on है. So is coming second group 2A, right on? 2A group, they are called alkaline earth metals. In the same way, note down their configuration. मेरे स्पेलिंग के साथ बेरिलियम BERY नहीं लिखना. रेडियम इज नॉट टू बी रिटन देयर, दैट इज रेडियोएक्टिव. टाइटल बेरियम. Third, what you need to do is halogens, salt forming. Note down. Fluorine, 9 is the atomic number. Fluorine spelling, children, most children make it wrong. That's what I'm saying. FLUORINE. Are you doing any shortcut or you're doing full? Electronic configuration, fluorine 27, fluorine 287, etc. And in each case, you can see down in the period, if you mention the elements, na एक shell बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, yes or no? Yeah. Last one, group 0 or group 18. They are called noble gases or inert gases. Except hydrogen, children, you see in all of them, the valence shell contain 8 electrons. That is the reason why they are chemically stable and they do not react with any other atoms. Random तक लिखना, not organism. Samrat, your doubt. हमें 18 के बाद 32 नहीं लिखना पूछा ना, वो इधर देखो आ गया। दे कम टू फिल दैट। टिल देन उनको उनके वहां पे पहुंचने से जितने भी एलिमेंट्स है तक जितने भी एलिमेंट्स है उनमें ये नहीं फिलिंग होएगा। एनीवे देयर आर रूल्स दैट इज बियॉन्ड योर स्कोप। हैव यू रिटन चिल्ड्रन? मंदिर दिखाओ, नहीं आकृति दिखाओ, जस्ट ऐसा शो करो आई कैन कम। ओके, एटॉमिक नंबर्स ये इनकी यहाँ पर ये एटॉमिक नंबर्स नहीं लिखा, सिंबल के वहां पर एटॉमिक नंबर्स लिखो बेटा, दैट आल्सो इज इम्पोर्टेंट ना। You need to know their atomic numbers along with the symbols. And if I only write that, children may not be knowing the name, so I wrote the name. That's it. Okay, completed children. So from next day, anytime if I ask, these many things are to be known to you. Next to be learned is what I mentioned is this way. This much part of the periodic table has to be learned because from their position only you are going to know their valencies. उनकी प्रॉपर्टीज इसी के बेस में। सो दिस इज द लेआउट व्हाट यू आर टू लर्न फॉर द पीरियोडिक टेबल। यस चिल्ड्रन, व्हिच मींस 1 to 20, ये कैल्शियम तक 1 to 20 है। ये जो ट्रांजिशन का 10, दिस वन यहाँ तक ये ऑप्शनल है टू लर्न चिल्ड्रन, बट आई वुड सजेस्ट सेकेंड फेज में बाकी से लर्न करने के बाद उनको भी करो, क्योंकि तभी ये पूरा स्केलेटन मिलेगा। एंड मोर ओवर लाइक यू नो इनफ ऑफ प्लेस में हमारे फेरस फेरिक वगैरह तो इसका यूज होता है, इसका बैलेंसिंग यू नीड टू नो। कॉपर, जिंक, वेनेडियम पेंटॉक्साइड, दीज वंस मैंगनीज डाइऑक्साइड, ये सारे हम फेमिलियर है हमारी नॉर्मल केमिस्ट्री में, तो बेटर है कि इनको लेटर ऑन पढ़ो, बट व्हाट डजंट इंसिस्ट यू टू लर्न देम इन ऑर्डर, बट ईच ऑफ देम इन, सो देयर पोजीशन जानना इंपॉर्टेंट है। ओके, now from the periodic table, if you look at the position of elements in the periodic table, you see the valency of an element is equal to either the group number or 8 minus the group number, whichever comes smaller. This I'll be illustrating. Please do note down this much structure के लिए homework you write. Draw this structure as homework. This much of structure as homework you do and write this equation. This valency to know is very, very important. Instead of by hearting, certain things of this kind you learn. Suppose if I want you to write the formula of calcium nitride. For example, I'm just showing you calcium nitride. Can all of you try? What is the formula of calcium nitride? In class 9, you studied about the Criss-Krosna method. कैल्शियम नाइट्राइड का फॉर्मूला ट्राई करो बच्चे। Come on fast. Anyone did you get? Okay, you say Ca2 NO2 R2. Any other? We'll be checking. You say is the same, and you is the same, and this is wrong. There comes the problem. So try to understand, children, the need of learning what I say you to learn. Will you be coming to that? Okay. So first thing is, whenever a compound whose name is ending in IDE, उसमें वो नाइट what we mentioned सिर्फ वही एलिमेंट होगा, उसमें ऑक्सीजन वगैरह नहीं होगा. That is the first thing. Okay. So ये NO2 वगैरह नहीं होगा, ये नाइट्रोजन से बनेगा. Then can you try this hint I'm giving? Now you try again. Tell me. CA to N. Anyone else? बताओ. CAN to CN to बोल लो ना कितना. CN to okay, and these two also are wrong. Why it becomes wrong? Because you didn't study the periodic table the way it has to be learned. So I'm insisting you. Children, you know calcium nitride is formed from a cation and an anion. Calcium ion. What is the valency, children? Calcium ion, what's the valency? 2 plus valency. Okay, that much you know. 2 plus valency. Nitride. So nitrogen, I told you, na, there is no oxygen, there is that element. Okay, iske valency? -1? No, that comes the problem. So have a look at children. If you don't know the formula to write, you look into the periodic table. Where are they placed up? Dekho, this is what is calcium. Where it is placed? Group 2 may place 2A. This one 2 is the, that is why calcium has group valency 2. Is that okay? ग्रुप मेटल्स का वैलेंसी अपना ग्रुप नंबर है. ग्रुप नंबर ये 1 2 3 4 5 नहीं है, ये जो ऊपर रोमन न्यूमेरल से जो लिखा वही वाला फर्स्ट है सेकंड है एस टाइप में. आया समझ? And we have just seen in the electronic configuration that 2882 था कैल्शियम का. तो लास्ट शेल में कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है उसके बेस्ड ऑन ये ग्रुप नंबर दिया है. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
जैसे हीलियम का वो तो एग्जैप्शन था. नियॉन का 8 था ना, 2 8. देखो 8 मींस 0 ग्रुप, उसको कोई एलिमेंट, उसकी वैलेंसी 0 है, दैट इज व्हाई इट इज 0 ग्रुप इज गिवन. फ्लोरीन इज 2 7, तो ये 7th ग्रुप में प्लेस्ड है. ऑक्सीजन इज 2 6, 6th ग्रुप में प्लेस्ड है. नाइट्रोजन इज 2 5, तो 5th ग्रुप में प्लेस्ड है. Now I gave you an equation. Valency of an element in the periodic table is either the group number or 8 minus the group number जो उसमें से smaller है. नाइट्रोजन का कौन सा ग्रुप नंबर है बताओ? 5th ग्रुप नंबर. तो इसका वैलेंसी या तो 5 हो सकता है या 8 minus 5 हो सकता है. What is 8 minus 5? 3. 8 minus 5 is 3 is smaller. तो नाइट्रोजन की वैलेंसी 8 माइनस करने पे बना, तो यू लर्न इट इज -3. आप एक्सचेंज करो, ये 3 इधर आएगा, 2 उधर चला जाएगा. Ca3N2 is the answer. Calcium nitride is Ca3N2. None of them are the ones which you said. Do you understand, children? So write this equation and apply it in this manner. These things actually studied in language of chemistry chapter of class 9. Huh? But when I cross check, I come to know how much you attained it. But एक time हो गया, आप निकलो. Yes. कब करो?